Everything in my life had been taken out of my control. My career, my future, and now I was being told I was going to lose my family and my freedom. Taking my life was my coping mechanism. How and when my life ended was the one thing I could still control. When someone on the team gets physically injured at work, everyone is there for them and their family while they get better. There are systems in place. Senior officers make calls to families. Members of the team visit and stay in touch. And then they get things like a phased return to work and regular reviews to see how they are doing. I got none of that. My welfare officer told me my duties had changed and I had to parade somewhere else by text message. When I tried to call back, he took over 48 hours to respond. When I was at my lowest, I was put on my own, in a basement, dealing with dead bodies that have just been pulled out of the river. When I did get to see my mates, they were told to report back to senior officers on our conversations and interactions. So they stopped engaging. No one spoke to my family. I was under investigation, facing up to a decade in prison for something I didn't do. At one meeting with my barrister, they told me to bring an overnight bag to court the next day. I wouldn't be going home. I would be going to prison. All it would have taken was someone to ask me, or my family. If they asked me, they would probably have to push a bit. There's still too much stigma attached if people think you have gone wibble. But if they'd shown a genuine interest, I would have told them exactly how I was feeling. Senior leaders have a big role to play. They're all talking a good game, but on the ground very little is actually changing. Much, much more needs to be done here. I can't believe that my colleagues who I spent more time with than my family didn't notice a change. We've got to be more alive to changes in behaviour. People who suddenly become a bit more withdrawn or not quite there. And when we see those signs, we have a duty to step up and find a quiet time to ask that person, how are they doing? Really doing? I get that they are not easy conversations to have, but we've got to have each other's backs, and that means pushing a bit if they dodge the question or they say they're fine or not just telling someone to man up. With mental health, I honestly believe that for every year you have suffered, it takes 2 to get over it.